Hello, Algebra 1. Tonight's homework assignment is page 537, numbers 49 through 55. It says write the quadratic equation in standard form, then solve using the quadratic formula. The reason we're doing these exercises is because your equations may not always be written in standard form. It's important to put them into standard form, such as this one, in order to figure out your A's, your B's, and your C's. So when I move 4x and positive 30 over to the left side of my equation to be with your 2x squared, you end up with 0 on the right-hand side of your equal sign. And you end up with a negative 4x and a negative 30 on the left side of your equal sign. Once you've done that, you can establish what your A, your B, and your C are. I recommend you always write A equals, B equals, and C equals for consistency. Now that you have that, you have to use the quadratic formula, which is the opposite of B. So the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4, plus or minus the square root of B squared, that's negative 4 squared, minus 4A times C. All of that's over 2A. And I see that A is 2. So now I have 4 plus or minus the square root of 16, and this part's going to be positive because negative 4 times 2 is negative 8, and negative 8 times negative 30 is 240 over 4. Well, 240 plus 16 is 256. And 256, just to double check, might be 16 times 16. So let's check that out. There's my 9, there's my 6, my 1. I add those together, and yes, I do get 256. So I'm going to rewrite that as 4 plus 16 over 4. And 4 minus 16 over 4. 4 plus 16 is 20. That gives us 5. And the reason we're doing that is this right here. We've got our plus minus. That's why we have two answers. So that's what you get when you add. And 4 minus 16 gives you negative 12 over 4. And that's negative 3. This example might look familiar because it's something that we've already actually done in this class. Same exact problem. Alright, so that's problem number 49. Let me go ahead and help you out with another problem in this set. You had to go all the way up to 55, so let's go ahead and do that one together. So if you need to copy this down, hit pause. So here's problem number 55. 55 says I have x squared minus 2x equals 3. Okay, again, you need to get this into standard form by getting all of your terms together on the same side of the equal sign. And then you could take that and identify what is A, what is B, and what is C. A is 1, B is negative 2, and C is negative 3. Then you write your quadratic formula. The opposite of B, plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4 times A times C all over 2A. Well, that gives you 2. Now it's simplifying. 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 plus 12 over 2. Made my radical symbol a little too long there. So that gives me 2 plus or minus the square root of 16. Great. 16 is 4. So again, now we could take that and split it into its two different pieces. 2 plus 4 over 2 and 2 minus 4 over 2. And the reason we know it's 4 is the square root of 16 can be positive 4 and it can be negative 4. So that gives us 6 over 2. 3 is an answer. And that gives us negative 2 over 2. So negative 1. So these are our two answers. X is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 1. Alright, that's all for now. Take care of the rest of the problems. Pause the video if you need to continue copying that down. Otherwise, I will see you in class tomorrow.